If you're used to a typical CAD interface such as AutoCAD or MicroStation, the Revit interface may seem somewhat alien to you. In Revit, there is no customization, and what you see is definitely what you get. It's this way for a reason. Revit MEP is a program that deals specifically to mechanical, electrical, and plumbing for buildings, while a traditional CAD program needs to work for anything you would ever want to draft, be it a building or a machine screw. Before we get started, I just want you to know that you will get used to it, I promise. The objective of this video is to look at the ribbon, the project browser, datum, and properties. To get started, please open the electrical project file and follow along. The first thing you may notice is what's called the ribbon. On the ribbon, there are tabs. These tabs break up the ribbon into separate items that you'll use to execute your commands. On each tab is what's called a panel. For example, if you click the Systems tab, you'll see the HVAC panel. On each panel, you'll see the specific icons that will execute the task you're going to do. Also buried into the panels, you'll see more properties. For example, if I click on this little arrow on the HVAC panel, we'll see that we can get all the mechanical settings that have to do with ducts, pipes, and everything else. Go ahead and close out of this. What we're going to see now is the fact that if I click on something in the model, we'll see the user interface will change to help us with that item. For example, I just selected an elevation. We have a new temporary tab called Modify Views. We can crop it, we can split it, we can do specific things that have to do with the specific item that we have selected. In Revit, to clear a selection, you have to simply hit Escape. This brings the interface back to its default mode. Go ahead and select that elevation marker again. Not only does the ribbon change, but our properties change as well. If you hit Escape, we'll see the default is the properties of the floor plan that you're in. Once you select an item, that property will reflect the actual item that you have selected. You'll see now all of these properties for our building elevation. If you hit Escape again, it will clear the selection. Just below the Properties panel is what's called the Project Browser. We'll see that we are actually in the One Power floor plan. The Project Browser contains all the specific views for our model. Because we have a 3D model, this replaces Windows Explorer. For example, if we scroll down the Project Browser, we can go to Elevations. Double-click on South. This brings up our south elevation. If we zoom in on our datum, we'll see that the bubbles are blue. If I want to go back to level 1, I can double-click on that blue datum. So, by doing that, we see that we can go through different views using the Project Browser, and we can use actual datum elevations. For example, in Plan, I can zoom in on this elevation marker and double-click right on my elevation. That opens up my east elevation. Another way to close the view is to click on the little X in the upper right-hand corner. That will clear your view. What may happen is you'll get a lot of views open. Each time you click on something here, a view will open here. Although it doesn't slow your computer down, it's good to close them out. On the very top, we have what is called the Quick Access Toolbar. These are the most commonly used icons. If we see this Close Hidden Windows button with a little X, we can click that. That closes every view we had open other than the one that's current. To finish up, let's go ahead and go down to Power in our Project Browser. Under Floor Plans, let's double-click on One-Power. Click into your drawing area and type ZA. What ZA does is it zooms all, so we can see everything that's on our screen. Click Close Hidden Windows, then click the Save button. Now that you can navigate the interface, before long this alien planet will be like your backyard.